Okay guys, so I thought I'd share with you my top 5 picks for gel polish. I'm only going to go off of the gel polish that I own or that I currently have. I have tried some other brands, but I don't have them in my collection, so I'm not going to include them, such as Gelish and Shellac and a few other ones. But I thought I'd start the video just by kind of showing you what I have and my setup. So as you can see, I have everything on a rack here, and this is away from any natural light. There's no windows here in this area. And then I do have an overhead light, but it's rarely on. I did turn it on obviously for this video, and I'm just going to kind of pan so you guys can see the different polishes I have and just kind of how I have them set up. So starting here on the top, these are probably my least used ones and my least favorite. So this one here, this is from Maytheps.com, and I absolutely hate this one. It is really thick and gummy, and then on top of being really thick and gummy, it smells horribly. And then China Glaze, I didn't really like it either. You know, I really wanted to like it because I love the color, and I used it a couple times, and it's just streaky for me, and it smells really strong. I don't know if I just got a bad color or if this is just a constant. My other least favorite polishes are these ones here, and these are actually from Banggood. This is what the packaging looks like. And again, these ones, they have like a powder pigment in them, I'm guessing, and they're really streaky. And on top of being really streaky, they smell, and they don't have a really strong smell, but they cure kind of uneven. So I wouldn't recommend them. And then these are just older polishes that I have. These are Sally Hansen. They were the very first gel polishes that I ever purchased, and I still use them and they still fine. And then next to those are just some different top coats and bases and things that I use. Next is Madam Glam. The next one are these gel polishes from Banggood. And then at the end here I have IBD. And then the next row has Christina. And then Kiss, and then my Gelability. Next comes Red Carpet, and then the rest of this is Elite 99, but it's different lines. So they have their one-step line, their shellac line, their color changing line, and then just their regular line, and then their base coat and top coat. The next one here, this is finger paints, and I purchased these at Sally's. And then I have my jelly beans here. And then my last row is the Die Hard nails or DIY nails. And that's just what's on the bottom row here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my camera so that I can, so it's more steady. And then I'll show you guys my 5 picks out of these. Okay guys, so I narrowed this down to my top 5, and I must say that it was really hard for me to pick just 5. So I do have a few honorable mentions because I do have brands that I like or that I feel are really good for different reasons. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. So my first pick is IBD gels, specifically their gel polish. Now these range for about $7 to $10 on Amazon, usually closer to the $7 range, but I just feel like they have such a wide range of colors, and I have never been disappointed with the color, pigmentation, and so on. So I can't get these locally. I do have to order them on Amazon. I know some stores and beauty supply stores do sell them in store. I don't know what they cost there, but again, some of my favorite has always been good. This is actually some of my oldest polish, but it still behaves just as good as day one. And again, pigmentation, quality, and wear, all great stuff. So my second pick, I think that this is a brand that kind of gets overlooked, or at least I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. This is the Finger Paints, and they have an incredible range of colors and textures. I really like this brand. I pick mine up at Sally's. I always wait until they go on sale. They usually have like a buy one get one half off, or when I bought these ones it was buy one get one free, which was even better. You can also use your 15% off Sally's discount with these, so it comes up an even better deal. They wear really beautifully, very pigmented. Again, great brand that I just feel like people kind of overlook. So I wanted to put that one out there. My next pick is the Gelabilities line. Now, while this is not a gel polish in itself, it is a system to make your nail polish, regular nail polish into gel polish, and I just think it's such a brilliant idea and can save you guys a lot of money, as well as if you're just starting out in gel and maybe you don't want to jump in and purchase a bunch of colors. This is a good alternative for you. So again, this is the Gel Abilities line. It's about $40 for the whole set, but you can create any number of colors with this with your regular gel polish or with your regular nail polish. Or even if you just want to use up old polishes that you have, which is why I purchased it. So again, beautiful, works wonderful, wears wonderful, never had a problem with it. My next pick is actually one that's kind of new to me, and I wasn't going to include this because I've only wore it about 4 times, but each time it's been so good. So this is the Elite 99 base coat and top coat, and the reason I'm showing this instead of an actual color is because this soaks off so wonderfully. Literally in 10 minutes of soaking off with acetone, it is completely removed from my nails. Usually I have to soak mine anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to get it off, and this just soaks off so wonderfully. It doesn't matter what I pair these with. The top coat's really shiny and the base coat soaks off like a dream, so I wanted to include that. Again, this is the Elite 99 base coat and top coat, and I've used this with their different lines. So they have the color changing line, the one step, their shellac, and then just their regular gel polish line. I've used it with all of them so far and it's behaved wonderfully. In fact, what I'm wearing on my nails today is the one step, I believe it is. I'll have a link to their store down below if you guys are interested. And like I said, and again, the colors are beautiful, and so far everything that I've used as far as the polishes themselves have all been really good too. So my last pick of the top 5 is Die Hard Nails. Now I feel like this is an investment polish just because it's a little higher in price, and I realize some people don't want to shell out that kind of money for gel polish if you're just starting out. But this is the polish when I want to wear a set for a long time. This is what I'm going to use. Base coat, top coat, and color. This literally lasted, the last time I wore it, it was 16 days and still no chipping. The only reason I needed to change it was because it had grown out so much. So as far as quality for product, this is it. I feel like this is probably my best one or my top pick out of all of them, and that's saying a lot because I do have a lot of polish and I do like a lot of them, but I feel like Die Hard Nails just really hit it out. So if you're looking for investment polish or you're just looking for really great quality polish, I would definitely recommend this brand. So now for the honorable mention, the first one is the Madam Glam top coat. Now this is probably one of the shiniest top coats that I have as far as gel polish goes. I think it's great. I only have one of their colors, which is why it didn't make it into my top picks. I feel like if I'm going to pick something, I need to have more to go off of than just one color. But if you get one thing out of their line of gel polishes, I would recommend their top coat because it's gorgeous, it's super shiny, and great quality. The next one that I'd like to mention is the Jelly Beans line. They have very pigmented polish. Now I'm not too fond of their base coat. I feel like it takes too long to soak off, but it is geared towards lasting longer, and so it takes longer to soak off. So versus 15 minutes, it takes 20 minutes. I mean, it's still not terrible, but their polish colors I think are incredible, as well as their top coat. It's really shiny too. So I did give that an honorable mention. And then my next one is just Red Carpet. I feel like some of their colors are hit or miss with me because they do have some sheer colors that I don't particularly care for. But their top coat is incredible, as well as their whole system. I feel like if you're going to buy a starter kit, the red polish is a great place to start. They have a great lamp as well as the kit, what it has inside of it. It comes with a primer top coat as well as cuticle oil. I just think it's a very good kit, and you can usually find it on sale or for a really good price. Again, their polishes have been a bit hit or miss with me, but I think my favorite part of their line is their top coat because you can add it to anything and it looks great. So let's say you finish a set, you cleanse, you can add their top coat and you don't get any bubbling. You can also use it on top of stickers and stamping, and again, no bubbling. So for me, that's really important because I do a lot of nail art. So I hope this helped you guys out. Remember that this is just my opinion. If you guys have any brands that you'd like to recommend, of course I'd like to hear about it. Or if you had any different experiences with any of these brands, again, I'd like to hear about it. And as always, thank you guys for watching.